At least one Heartland Police Department is already urging people to stay off the roads this weekend. Late this morning, Scott City Police put a post on social media asking people to stay inside and avoid the storm. The message warned drivers that they could be nearly impossible to get out, and there's a significant safety threat to those who get stranded.
If you do have to get out this weekend, you may find yourself driving in slick, possibly dangerous conditions. Ellie Mueller joins us live in downtown Cape with what you should keep in mind while you're behind the wheel. Ellie?
Yeah, Kathy, whether you're driving on the interstate or here on Broadway, crews that respond to winter weather-related crashes say many calls they receive are preventable. Sperling's Garage and Wrecker Services is preparing for a busy weekend. That's because whenever winter weather hits, Tom Lettnegger sees drivers make decisions that have dangerous results.
A lot of wrecks from not paying attention, not driving according to the conditions. People driving too fast for conditions, slamming on their brakes, being on their phones.
Tow truck drivers handle dozens of winter wrecks, sometimes back to back.
You're literally, you go to one call, get that one taken care of, and then turn around and have to take off real quick to go get the next call. And
those calls tend to spike when snow and ice move in, and help isn't always immediate during slippery conditions.
God forbid the worst case scenario, you're in a ditch and everybody's backed up. It could be 2 or 3 hours before we're there. Have a lot of extra warm clothes in your vehicle. Have your phone fully charged just in case. Have some fluids or water.
Nick Chubario with AAA says the best way to avoid ending up on the shoulder is to give yourself more space and time to stop.
Under normal driving conditions, we recommend keeping 3 car lengths between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead of you. That distance really needs to double when we start to see snow and ice out on the roads.
When you do slow down, Chubaria says to keep 2 things in mind.
You never want to slam on your brakes, and you never want to slam on your accelerator.
Back at Sperling's, Lettnegger says it comes down to the basics.
Slow down, be careful, leave a little extra space between you and the person in front of you, and try to pay attention as much as possible.
Here are some things you can do to stay safe on the road in winter weather, according to the National Weather Service. First of all, slow down. Give yourself extra time to get where you're going. Also, clear ice and snow off your vehicle. Make sure to let someone know where you're going and keep an emergency kit with essentials in the car, including a fully charged mobile device. Reporting live in Cape Girardeau, Ellie Mueller, Heartland News.